So let me show the mechanics of these 4 different types of decreasing. We're gonna do yarn over regular decrease, yarn over invisible decrease, yarn under regular decrease, and yarn under invisible decrease. So to start off with, we'll do yarn over regular decrease. So to do that, we're gonna take our hook and put it under both loops of the next stitch, just like that. Yarn over and pull it all the way through. So it looks like we have 2 loops on our hook. And then take your hook again and put it all the way under both loops of the next stitch. Yarn over and pull it all the way through. So now it looks like we have 3 loops on our hook. And now yarn over again and pull it all the way through all 3. So that was yarn over, regular decrease. Let's do it one more time. So we go under both loops, yarn over and pull all the way through. Go under both loops of the next stitch, yarn over and pull all the way through. And now yarn over one more time and go all the way through all 3 of those loops. So that was yarn over, regular decrease. Next up, let's do yarn over, invisible decrease. So for an invisible decrease, we're gonna go just under the front loops of the next 2 stitches. So we're gonna take our hook and see how there's a front loop and a back loop? We're gonna go under just the front loop. So we're kind of gonna split the yarn there. You can see the back loop is still in the back there, but we went under just that front loop. And now we're gonna do the same thing for the next stitch without pulling through. So we're gonna go again under just the front loop. So we're kind of splitting the 2 loops. So now we've gone over or gone under just the front loop of the next 2 stitches. And so now we're gonna yarn over and pull through both of those 2 front loops and pull up. So now it looks like we have 2 loops on our hook. And then we're gonna yarn over again and pull through both loops. So that was a yarn over invisible decrease. So let's do that one more time. So we're gonna go under just the front loop of the first stitch. And then again, under just the front loop of the second stitch. Yarn over and pull through both of those front loops and pull up. And then yarn over again and pull through both of those loops. So that was invisible decrease, yarn over. So now we're gonna do the same ones, but using yarn under. And when I say yarn under, the way I do it is technically, I guess, considered a yarn under, yarn over. Basically, there are 2 pulls that you do every time you do a stitch. And the first one can be a yarn over or a yarn under, and then the second one can also be a yarn over and a yarn under. So there's really sort of 4 possibilities there. This is really meant for another video, but you could do a yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, yarn under, yarn under, yarn over, or a yarn under, yarn under. So there's 4 combinations. In practice, when I do yarn under, I pretty much always do yarn under, yarn over, which means I do yarn under for the first stitch part through, and then a yarn over for the second part through. In practice, I found that that's a lot easier than doing a yarn under, and the benefits that you get by doing yarn under really come from that first part and not the second part. It's a little bit different. But so when I say I'm doing yarn under, I just want to be really clear that it's a yarn under, yarn over, which means the first part is yarn under and the second part is yarn over. When I go through that, you'll see that. So I just wanted to give a heads up about that. So next up, we're going to do a regular decrease with yarn under. So the mechanics of the actual decrease are the same as when we did yarn over, just the way we pull the yarn through is a bit different for the first part. So for a regular decrease, we're gonna go through under both loops there. And now instead of doing a yarn over, we're gonna do the other way and have the yarn go under and pull it through this way. We pull all the way through. And then again, we go through under both loops of the next stitch. And instead of doing a yarn over, we're gonna do a yarn under, pull it through. So now we have 3 loops on the hook. And now this time we're gonna do a yarn over. This is what I was talking about as sort of the second part of the stitch. We're gonna do a yarn over for this part to pull through all 3. So let's do that again. We're going to go all the way under both loops of the next stitch, do a yarn under and pull it all the way through. Then all the way under both loops of the next stitch, yarn under again, pull it through. Now we've got 3 loops on our hook, and now we're gonna do the yarn over and pull it all the way through all 3. So that was yarn under, regular decrease. So last up, we're gonna do yarn under, invisible decrease. So again, for the invisible decreases, we're only going under the front loops. So we're gonna go under the front loop of the next stitch, and then again under the front loop of the stitch right after that. And then again for yarn under, we're not gonna do a yarn over like this. We're gonna go the other way, do a yarn under and pull it through both of those front loops. Now it looks like we have 2 loops on our hook. Now do a yarn over for that last part and pull it through both loops. And let's do it one more time. Front loops only of the next stitch. And then again, the one after that. And now we do a yarn under and pull it through both of those 2 front loops. And now do a yarn over and pull it through both. So that was yarn under, invisible decrease.